Mr President, I also rise to recognise the significant contribution of Stephen Wade to this place. I obviously only had a short opportunity to work with him, having joined the Parliament myself in 2021, but I did have a huge respect for his work ethic and service to the people of South Australia. I do want to just reflect on some of the contributions that he made. Stephen Wade moved to Adelaide in 1974, a graduate in law and economics at Adelaide University. He had a professional career before entering politics, a corporate governance consultant and parliamentary advisor, a former chair of the board of the Julia Fast Services and a member of the board of SA Dental Services. But it was in 2006 that he filled a casual vacancy following the retirement of the Honourable Angus Redford. And often when one reflects on the contributions of members of Parliament, they look back at their first speeches. And I think there's some words from the Honourable Stephen Wade that are worth revisiting. He talked at length about the importance of the separation between church and state, and he believed that religious values and principles should be brought to politics, but that there should be a separation between the church and the state, an important distinction, I believe, still today. He also said on leadership, and I quote from that speech, "I believe that parliamentarians who merely follow populist trends do the people a disservice and dishonour the leadership role that parliamentarians should exercise in our community." He said leadership can bring out the best in people. Leaders should try to show the way to help bring out the best in the community they serve. Leaders should not just parrot community sentiment. Very wise words when they were said by Mr Wade back in 2006. And very important, I think, words for us to reflect on in this chamber today. I do just want to briefly reflect on Mr Wade's significant work in dealing with the pandemic. I mean, really a once-in-a-century event. It's hard to imagine a more challenging series of circumstances that could confront a health minister. And I know that Mr Wade worked tirelessly during that pandemic to provide the best leadership he could in terms of responding to that crisis. When I first joined the Parliament, I observed the work that he was doing on the assisted dying legislation, and he played a really integral part in getting that through the Parliament, working closely with the Honourable Kyan Ma and others who had been advocating for that reform. But I think it's fair to say that Mr Wade played a really critical role in trying to get that through, and that's been a really life-changing reform in terms of helping many South Australians. So with that, I conclude my remarks, and I wish he and his wife Tracy and their family all the best for the next chapter of their lives together.